here. I hope I'm clear enough. Esita Talei from Lambasa, a member of the Lambasa Nganga Grassroots Young Women, based here in Lambasa, and also part of the Navakuru Young Women's Nganga Grassroots. So for me, as a young woman living in the community, in a rural community, looking at the challenges, the issues that we face in our community, and it's been a while that trying to raise these issues to spaces where our voice can be heard. Many of the challenges that confront young individuals in rural communities, particularly their ability to express their opinion. Often they find themselves overlooked and excluded from a village meeting. The importance of voice and personal opinion cannot be overstated. So for us in community-based diverse young women, if we talk about the men-dominated, their voice are not being heard, the youth male voice are not being heard, how can we expect a young woman's voice to be heard in Amboseva Koro, in a community-based? So this is some of the things that we really need to voice out. We're finding space, we're fighting for this. So there comes a time we have given a chance, space to talk in Amboseva Koro. We went right to our village headman and asked him that we need this kind of space, because what I can see is from the perspective of a young woman, a single mother like me, I know what other single mothers face in my community. I can voice out because I've been from the feminist space for being a long time. I'm trying to help my other friends, my other peers to be in the same level or in the same space where I am in. This is one of the thing that we really need in the community or in the rural space. A young women like I can say like me, to try and get them in this kind of space. I'm really thankful to the DIVA for Equality. I'm really thankful for to them, because this is one of the space that encouraged me. Even I was in the space, I was in the standard that I don't have a choice to whether stand up for them or I just leave it silent. So when I'm in this stage of with the deal for equality, there is a space that that space makes me feel to voice out, to raise out their concern, their opinion. Because if I'm in that big community, I know feminist organization, I know this kind of awareness. Why I don't share my knowledge to them? So the time I share this kind of knowledge, this is also the opportunity for them to come out from the door, to come out from where they are. So this is also the space for them to find out opportunity to go find work for them to do. Some of the challenges that single mothers face in our community is neglected, voice not being heard, fear for freedom, and they are the one who are being used a lot in community activities, because they cannot say no to other women who will tell them to do things. they will obviously have to do it because they know they are a single mother. That is what they look at them. So I come to a note that, to a point that when we have this Song of a Kamarama Day, I used to encourage them. Uh, all of us, we don't see this as a mistake. This is you. You come out of that box, you have to do what you decide to do. If you want to do what they said, you do it. If you don't do it, because the choice is yours. I used to encourage them. So this is one of the good space that women in our community, like they, Esita, when is our next meeting? Esita, when is, so they have been encouraged from their own space, own home, on comfort of their own for home. They come out, they share out what is with them. They ask if Nganga grassroots, they said, if Nganga grassroots leader can come to visit us in our community, we want to talk to her. We want to know what really, the thing that you're sharing to us, it's really amazing. It's interesting. So for me, as a young woman in a rural community, from the perspective of the diverse young women in our community and the Lambasangaga grassroots young women, most of the time, this kind of space are not utilized to us. We are just being there. Their voice go unheard, and a significant number of these young individuals are school dropouts. Society's treatment of this youth is unjust. They face discrimination and are often labeled as no school. Labeled. They have been labeled those kind of words in the community. So, remarkably, much of the community work, known as Dhaka Dhaka Vakoro, is being carried out by these young people, this young youth, this young diverse community youth. So these school dropouts, yet this labor remains unpaid. For me, I can see that we need more awareness, more training, more activities to be done to rural communities, to villages, settlements, so that they can aware our elderly, those are mature enough, they can aware of the importance of youth in the communities. Because you can see in every communities, in every rural communities, any occasion happens, only the youth are being used to do the activity. Only the youth are being taken up to do the work. So this is some of the things that are being the youths are being utilized in the community. They are just out there, dropped, been told to do this, to do that, but we can see most of the work are being done in the community is from the youth. So another thing is the peer pressure and drug abuse are prevalent issues in rural areas today. Like young people are often left to fend for themselves. As elders, they rarely engage with them to discuss general matters or share traditional knowledge related to farming, fishing, and cultural practices. Most of the time, we can see in communities, in rural settlements, if this Yangona session, the sitting for gathering Yangona session, most of the time, the elderly, they are the barrier for the youth in the community because they don't share or the knowledge which they have to impart to these young people. They don't share the knowledge that they have so that these youth, they have the space to the time to go out doing farming, doing fishing, and other cultural practices. because this mature, this elderly, they don't share this information. That is where the youth are finding space, finding time in other things. If they spend their time with the youth in the community, I think so. The drug abuse is, there will be no drug abuse, there will be less drug abuse in our community. Moreover, financial literacy is a significant gap in rural communities, particularly for young women. These young women often prioritize community gathering. They are where they take on various roles and contribute financially from their own resources. However, when it comes to prioritizing their personal hygiene, education, and overall health, they tend to neglect these crucial aspects. This is some of the things that's happening in our community to the diverse young women, to the youths of our community. Most of the time, we prioritize things in the community, but for our health, most of the time we forget about our well-being. We forget about going to the hospital, having our checkup. Some of us single mothers, we really don't have time to go to our pap smear test because we just concerned on the community activity. We thinking of what the people are saying to us to do, but not thinking of ourselves, of our well-being. That are some of the things that is the barrier in our community and to the rural people, to the young rural youth in our community. It is essential to involve youth in all forms of engagement, ensuring they are aware of their surrounding and remain actively occupied. For the sake of awareness, it is vital to bring these issues to the grassroots level. Vinaka.